Yo, what up? What's good, everybody? Yeah, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, just making sure everything's good. So Sunday night we got a Division 3 matchup today coming at you. We've got the GLOWS Battlegrounds taking on 3AC, both North American teams. Just to give you a little background, I've cast GLOWS before when they paired up with TL back, I think, a season ago in season 3. So I know a lot of these guys. I'm looking at the server now, recognize quite a few guys actually. But when it comes to 3AC, not as familiar. I do see some guys that I recognize in here from just catching some highlights and doing some interviews. And from what I know, both pretty good teams. GLOWS might be the odds-on betting favorite. They're 2-1 this season, whereas 3AC, I believe, are coming in 1-2. So it's an important game for 3AC, obviously, to make some waves in the division. And for GLOW, it's their opportunity to really, isolate themselves and cement themselves near the top of the division. So anyway, we are on a New York server, which is great for the ping, so I'm not going to have any issues. And tonight's matchup will be, they were working out numbers. I know originally they had agreed to 36, but I think they might have worked it out to where there's 38. So the more the merrier. The good thing, though, I will say, is I'll have my own squad, so I don't have to worry about jockeying around looking for people, and I'll get all the tank marks, which is definitely a bonus for you guys watching at home. Yeah, getting those arty marks and getting those tank marks, super helpful for the viewer at home. The map will be on Carentan, a meta map. And the midpoint is going to be train station, which I love. Honestly, town center, people like it because it's inf, but it's very laney. Whereas train station, I like it because it's open. I mean, it does have some lanes, obviously, where the tracks are, but there are backyards where there's going to be fighting. And there's also further north toward the midpoint town center, there's also going to be fighting up in and around that area. So yeah, there's going to be a nice variety for tanks and for inf. It should be exciting. I love the layout. In earlier news, I'll say this also. I watched the Division 1 final cast today, and it was on the same app and the same midpoint train station. It was a good match. I expect GLOWS to come out fast and furious. And let me just pull up the TAC map real quick, just so you guys can get an idea. So we're coming from the east, and they're going to have train station. They will get there probably a little bit before 3AC. So I expect them to just stack the strong point, whereas 3AC, I believe, will be getting in somewhere in the 8, and they'll go to this place called the Mansion, which is right down here in like E8 somewhere. So, and obviously the rest will be throwing bodies in towards train station. So off the start, I think map control, it's going to be different. It's going to be wild because, and I watched the final. What was it? MS Machine Shoulders took the Mansion south and controlled that, whereas a Spree took the strong point, and then I think they leaked guys up north. So I want to say off the start, Axis, which we're going to be coming in from, have the advantage off start. And I think it's going to boil down to tank play. I know Spree played extremely well, and they won. I think a lot of it. I mean, they have great inf. Don't get it wrong, but I think their tanks played extremely well today. So if 3AC has a chance today, I think they really have to bring out the best in these tankers. Yeah, but we're going to find out. Very exciting. In other news, before I go into what Hell Let Loose is doing, let me just check and get in game and shit like that. Let me just check this chat. Nothing going on. Don't have anything in the way of an official flip, so I do have a little time to chop it up with you guys. So in case you guys didn't know, the PTE, which is showcasing the 17.1 patch that should be coming out, I'm guessing probably within another 4 to 6 weeks, I'm going to say. Some cool things on there. Some things that I'm kind of mid about. I don't really care. The medic roll, let's just take that for instance. The medic roll, full HP on revive, so there's no more bandaging. Or wait. Yes, I think that's correct. No more bandaging. If the medic gets hit or somebody gets hit, the bandage speed, I think, is only or double the speed. You guys have to go look at the dev briefing. I just jotted some things down. The thing that, besides the winter skins, which is a welcome addition to not only Kharkov, it's also going to be on Foy. They've introduced the light, or not the light, the snow effects, which are great, that we've seen on Elsenborn. What else? Oh, the bipods. Again, the MG players are probably, foaming at the mouth. They want to see what that's all about. I think they did something where they changed the pitch angles. I don't know how that works. I haven't even played this game. I haven't even gone onto the PTE. What else? LODs for like barbed wire wasn't really like wow. And there's the flare being brighter. Maybe on night maps. I'm not a fan of the flares anyway. They changed the fog intensity on most maps. People complained about lines of sight and not being able to see as far. But the thing that was really interesting to me, and forget about the admin camera, there's like some LUTs going in there, and I think there's cool, but we have some stuff that we can put in on our own already. So I'm not geeked about that. But the thing that was interesting was the match timer and we'll say match timer, screw the warm-up timer. The match timer, they've changed it to where warfare, which goes generally like 90 minutes, right? They've changed it to where the server owners can set it to where it could be as short as 30, but as long as 180 minutes, 3 hours. Wild stuff. That's going to be huge. I would like to see what the league is going to do with that. I know sometimes the matches get a little grindy and long, and people kind of wait around for people who hear, you guys are going to be here, you're going to watch the beginning. You're going to fade a little bit toward the middle when it gets a little bit grindy, and then you come back maybe like the final third. I'm hoping that they can condense some of the matches to only be an hour. I think that would be better. Cut off that last 30 minutes and make the matches shorter. I think people have fatigue watching this game. Sometimes it's a little bit much, especially on some of these meta maps where they're mostly grindy and holds. So I'm interested in seeing what the leagues do about that. Skirmish, they've got changes there as well, but I thought that would be cool. But also Direct 12 integration. If you guys haven't already done it, you go into the Steam startup game and whatever, you just type negative or dash, I should say, DX12, and it gives you a frame boost. And I think that's automatically in there. Anyway, getting the map flip right now. Let's just get into the live scene. And like I said, I can create my own squad. This is wonderful. All right. All these little extra features. You got to adjust all of this stuff before. I wish they set them to where, you didn't have to constantly set them every time you got in the camera. Kind of like a wish list of sorts for me. That would be great. Let's see. What do we got? I just got to make sure I get the clock right, man. I'll do all the rules, and we'll go through the... what else we go through? We could talk about whatever. I don't even know what to talk about here. No, the poll. We could talk about the polling real quick. Looks like about 87% of you guys feel at this moment, and when you guys catch this live in about 20, 87% of you think GLOWS is going to take this. So, yeah, I agree with you guys. They are coming in the favorite. So, But you never know. You never know. That's why we play them. Man, on these skates, man, so annoying. And let's go clockwork. All right. Back to regular chopping it up. Now let's just hit these rules up real quick. Basically, competitive rules are the same across the board throughout all 4 leagues. Protected nodes, aka built in the beginning of the match like they're doing now. They generate plus 30, so each team will be generating plus 60 throughout the match. So that there's going to be a lot more resources available, especially because it's going to be 38v38. The Panther is banned, Tiger only, and 1 single artillery gun. That guy's going to stay in that gun. He can't be killed, or he actually can't even leave the gun either. There was an issue last time over that, so hopefully we don't have any of that stuff. Let's lock on. Supplies are already dropping in the G3, getting all these move marks. And let's just get an idea. Who's our artillery guy waiting over there? It looks like it's going to be Glow in that artillery. He's easy squad, so he's going to be shelling southwest of train station, trying to hit that choke point. Anyway, let's hit this matchup. Let's get this week 4 underway. GLOWS Battleground taking on 3AC. Hearing some stuff pop off. Out long. At least the first did not connect. And from what I saw earlier this morning, GLOW, I think, is going to make a heavy push for the factory, which is right to our front. They're going to stick one of the there. What I'm thinking is this looks, yep, parking it right inside the factory building. And kind of how I predicted, GLOW is going heavy for the strong point, whereas 3AC opting to go north, control the buildings up north. Gonna try their best to push in. Front door. I'm gonna swing this camera around, and I'm gonna bet they probably got another, yeah, fighting over the mansion is also important. They got to get the mansion. I'm surprised. GLOW does have a lot of guys. They want the mansion as well, but I thought they might have prioritized the mid. Oh, and they have. Man, these guys are wrecking it right now. So solid start for GLOWS. Only about 15 seconds away from taking the midpoint. Train station. Yeah, looking real good here. Not gonna lose this. A few seconds. And there we have it, officially off rip. GLOWS taking the early 3-2 lead. Catch this map and see if we got some garrisons. Supplies for garrison. Looking. Nothing on the point itself. Just behind the line, that's looking good. So the back garrisons are put up. Yeah, we're going to see. It's going to take a minute. The inevitable counter is coming. Fart with the nice little hop, skip, and a jump. Gets his man. Glow owns the mansion to the south. I mean, there is a squad up there from 3AC, but I think Vantage GLOWS. They've also got armor set up. Looks like we've got the, what is that, Puma? And then you start to slowly see, once the infantry kind of clears out space, armor's feeling comfortable about moving their tanks up. Panzer IV is very content with just kind of sitting back, lane holding. Looks in the P4, very content. And Glow on that artillery gun just took out a whole bunch of spawns. Once again, easy squad is Glow, our artillery guy. And Fart just clapped, looks like OP. Barbie Simp just got taken out. Probably his OP as well. So the point proper is looking clean. Big Ham. Oh man, Toasty. Toasty got, what was that? Couldn't even read a dude's name. Should have took him out though. Whiskey using his dual citizenship card. He's a Helios guy playing for GLOWS. We got GBIs. Who is this? Is this really? Nah, it's not Murphy. Let's lock in with the tanks. Tanks are much more interesting, honestly. Let's check the garrison. No, not that. The garrison situation. We got one southeast train station. Commander Trembo is requesting garrison map edge just behind the mansion. Any shenanigans? We got a Phil Mike Collins is looking for a whammo, looking to potential. Oh, he's spotted garrison. Supply drop in the E4 for an attack garrison on ruins. Give a quick shout out to some of you guys out here. Chosen, what's good, baby? And Richard Raphael, thanks for the sub, brother. Leonidas. Oh, man, I hate when that shit happens, bro. Where am I? Oh, my God, I am so far underneath. Bro, where the fuck am I? Holy shit, bro. This has never happened. Yo, I'm about to... No, I'm not going to do that. No, I have to. I got to redeploy. Bro, I can't even get out. Yo, that was wild, guys. I am not locking on the tanks no more, man. It's so crazy. I released from the tank... And I keep saying this to myself, I'm not going to do it, but I do it anyway. And I release from the tank, and it drops me underneath the terrain. And I'm sorry. I'm going to stop doing it. I'm just going to drive side by side with these tanks. Ah, it's awful. Crazy, man. I got everything all set up nice and shit. Hi. All right, back to the damn action. And sorry about that. All right, anyway, our fourth, which I didn't mention, Mount Halle is our defending fourth. And the attacking is Ruins. So you know what? Well, I got a second. I might as well just park the bus. At least for the moment. And I'm going to change that over to Ruins real quick. All right. Nano Joe, what's poppin', baby? Hey, man. Good to see you back around, man. I hope you got that DLC key. I got some other cool ones if you're interested. I got the, what's it called? For the Tobruk one. You know, can't even remember. It's been a while. But it's a real nice one. If you guys are interested, just hit me up. Got about 4 of them left. So yeah, I see some of you guys are commenting on the new updates, man. Let me know what you think. Which one do you like that you actually like? Yo, that's a definite bonus, because I think the medic role is just, you know, it's just not worth it. I mean, if anything, they should go back to the old way they had the medic, where a down player still counts until they give up. That way, you know, you have some value. Like if you're in the sector, you're +1. If you're in the strong point, you're worth +3, even though you're downed. Incentivizes you a little bit to not get, you know, to that redeploy screen. Oh my God, Joe, you're freaking unbelievable, dude. Appreciate the $10 donation. You're too kind, dude. And I have to, like I said, bro, I'm gonna have to hit you. I got your email, brother. I'm gonna hit you back up with the with that DLC, man. It's good shit. Yeah, and beer. If I had to choose, I'm gonna do a little Jameson, maybe a little Makers. More of a Scotch kind of guy. Anyway, let's pull this map. Oh my God, we've got 2 red zone garrisons behind the point, unlocked, courtesy of Phil Mike Collins. Bombing run, possible. Up top. Interesting. At the bottom of the map. You know, and I will say the pace of these matches when they're 38 v 38, and it's only about 10 players, but it does make a big difference. The pace is a little bit slower, or at least it feels that way from 49s. See a lot of lane holding. I see. You don't see a whole lot of pushing going on. 4th point is contested slightly. Not too worried about it. You know, what does concern me is 3AC doesn't have a tank on the tracks to contend with. Well, this Looks has been here rent-free. And the Panzer IV as well. I mean, these guys are not even getting challenged. Okay, seeing something. We got the Stewart trying to make a run. Does clap OP. That's its job. Clean out his... Man, I'm just so afraid to touch this damn... Do it the old-fashioned way. I'll have to track it. So, what's that? Clock. Can't get the other guys' names. Homie's in 4th gear running. Was that OSHA and Clampage? Just making that backline run, trying to get as many OPs. Yeah, Francis, they should have watched. And I'm sure they did. Somebody had to have watched the APL final. Wow, here it comes. We've got the Tiger. Oh my goodness, he gave his position away. I mean, that's ballsy. I mean, oh my God, they're out repairing. What beautiful time. No, only one person out, so they're not completely decrewed. Oh, he's toast. Yeah, good on, what is that, Kim Jong? King Jum, the driver, winging that around for the gunner. But this is nice. 3AC has broken in, looks like from the north. Now Stealthy gets clapped by Ham. Hopefully his OP somewhere safe. But this is the thing I do also like about the smaller matches. You're getting a little more space. It's a little harder to box out So it's not that grindy. Oh, curl. Pistol whipping. But yeah, it's not that grindy kind of slow. I mean, these guys can break in and then have somebody fill their OP, and then, man, you could be in business just like that. So, you know, this is not uncommon, I think. I think stealthy, you know, you see the slash syndicate player. So they got guys just southwest. Two squad leaders. So you got a potential of 12 players plus recon is right on your ass. And I like it because you got to be more versatile. You got to be adaptive to whatever the defense is doing. You know, you can't just sit and lane hold and just wait. You got to go out and touch the enemy and find out where they're coming from, because there's a hole somewhere, and once it gets exploited, that's going to be good. Stealthy. Taking down Foxhole Norman. Now, he might be going looking for OPs. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Clean out the back line. Obviously, the tanks are what you need to really focus on. Snake. Snake. Let's go, baby. Hit it. Okay, one time. Oh, he's fucked. Attaboy, Snake. Big play. Now, did he just take... Was that Garrison? I think that might have been Garrison. Holy shit, that was Garrison. Stealthy removed the Garrison. Takes out Forbidding, the recon player. And 3 AC is about to cook, man. If they can get some backdoor pressure now. Trying to figure out where the rest of these guys are. Glow has the south locked, but they're going to have to rotate these guys up because the strong point itself, you know, Stealthy and Nasia. Gigs up. Recon flares out. Now this is an unmanned. Am I seeing that correctly? It's an unmanned looks. And again, you're going to have a surplus of fuel. So I suppose you could just leave a looks just sitting there idling. Now, well, I do have a chance. I did want to see, are those back garrisons? Okay. Different squad leader. There was one red zone garrison in the 5, I believe, and then there's one here. It's good to have it. Use it if you need it. Well, that backline threat has been removed. Stealthy probably got his OP burnt out. Glow's looking really strong again. And I think that's what you have to do. throughout this entire match. Just constantly just circle around. Make sure your back lines are clear. See a lot of the Helios boys have joined the chat. Welcome. Cheering on their... Now, I'm thinking Glow. Was Glow part of... I think Glow was part of Helios, or there was something going on. I think Pepper used to tell me about that a long time ago. Well, Stealthy still back there, perhaps OP. I don't know. I think Glow has got their defense spread out really well with satellite garrisons, tripping, anything. Smart. You see all these OPs, none of them are lit red. I mean, they're forcing them to stay front door. Commander faded with the sup truck. Where are you going, sir? He's trying to get probably a garrison right here. Front door. Probably dumped it out. Ooh, is that ham bone? Is that the big ham? I think that was a big ham. Yeah, Ham said, well, truck's not destroyed. There is subs, or there are subs probably still in there because I didn't see any get dropped out. Let's jump on with Snake. Snake took out the tank last time. Oh, there goes supply truck. Oh, Ham. Clapping the inf. Getting the supply truck. I'm not sure. Is Ham like a GBI holdout? A Merc, perhaps? I don't know. I just remember seeing Ham and GBI. I don't think he's wearing his tags. Trying to read some of you guys' comments in here. Yeah. Your mom's mom. Yeah, I'm looking for that next game too, dude. Trust me. Hell let loose. It's like that girlfriend that you had for 6 years. Yeah, you know her too damn well. Sure, you got your eyes on, you know, just taking a peek and see if there's anything else out there. What is that? Medium? Yeah, medium Sherman just smoking things up, I think. Plus no smoke rounds. That is so weird. Is that a... It's a Helios tag? Yo, I'm so confused. making the move for the ring, trying to draw some attention, maybe get one of their mediums to come out and play. Oh shit. Papa Bear just hiding underneath one of the train carts. Regrets that. Yeah, not advisable. Although Airhead, what's up? Airhead. Yeah, that is a 3 AC Airhead. I guess the tank was trying to time it up. Bombing run also. All right, Papa Bear gets rolled up in the bombing run. Although Airhead is marked by Able Squad. I think 9 is on that. Yeah, 9 has got this in the bag. Yeah, wasted no time. AT'd the shit out of it. Wasn't farming it. Now let's just check up, or down, I should say, down south. Yeah, this prime cover, concealment, and shooting down. Yeah, anything that pokes its head. This is a great position for the tank, Tiger tank. And I'm pretty sure they might have garrison somewhere close. Here it is. There was a garrison requested, and there it is. So they own the mansion, and they're going to be able to control anything that comes out of the 8 and funnel everything. 'Cause, I mean, right now, it's squared out really, really nice for GLOWS. And we're starting to see capture progress on 4th. All mostly off of OPs. There is a red zone garrison unlocked in C4. All right, Phil Mike Collins is that guy going for garrison, I believe, on the drop. Okay, flare gonna help the situation, but it's already 50% capped. Pretty sure, I'm assuming the commander for 3AC's already got his reinforce up. And wow, that's what we saw way out over there. You see that? Garrison. I don't think they're gonna make it in time. I don't think, unless these guys here, Pipe, Snake, and the rest can get over. Because I think this might be a 4-1. Home team. GLOWS is about to take this 4-1 lead on Carentan. Question is, can they hold it? Are they in a good enough position to hold it? It's 4-1. Now, I know they lost their garrisons. Everything gets burnt out. Hopefully they had supplies stacked. You know, and some squad leaders out running to build. BC's finest taken down stealthy. Where's the rest of 3AC though? That's what I want to know. Just circling around. I mean, they got completely burnt out. I mean, 2 squad leaders, Grape and Thotsky. Wow. Am I seeing this? Holy shit, this is happening way too quick. Fifth? Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Yo, this is crazy. I can't believe this can't be an end. Nah, this just can't be. I mean, it's a cap race. And it looks like man, this could be an early night for the boys from 3AC. Garrison spawned deep. This is ending in a 5-0. Holy shit, guys. We just crossed the 30-minute mark. But this one's a GG. I mean, damn. This is quick. 5-0'd him. GLOWS an impressive and like not predicted. I didn't even have the last one set up. I don't know if that was 5-0 second. No, it wasn't 5-0 second. That was Blacktop. I didn't even have that typed in. I really didn't think we would need it, but holy shit. That was damn surgical, clinical. All right, let me trans back to the studio. Holy shit, man. I was not expecting that to happen so quickly. Man, I was like, okay, the boys, you know, they got pushed back a little bit, okay, but poor planning, man. I don't know if it was the SLs not adjusting or just like, I don't know, man. I'm interested in seeing how the other side looked from. I'm trying to think who was the caster for the other side. Redbeard from Baddies of the North did the other side. Man, I got to see from his perspective what exactly happened. I mean, because that is a total breakdown in communication, because that should not happen. Not like that. I know they made the run for the fourth point, but they didn't manage their numbers very well, and I'm not sure based on where that garrison. I think they were spawning off of the back garrison, because I know their HQ was already compromised. They didn't have anything like around in that sector. So, wow, that's crazy. But that puts GLOWS up 3-1 in the season, and that drops 3AC to 1-3. Do I even have this set up in here that I can actually show? Hold up. No, I don't. I don't have it. I don't. You know, I might just start doing that. I just got to throw it in there, the scoreboard, and have all these cool little options. But anyway, let me read some of the chat before you guys run out of here. I mean, let's see. What do we got? Flig's in here. Congratulations, Flig. He's part of a spree. Spree dominated today. Took it 4-1. It was a good match. I would say the final Division 1 for about the first 30 plus. There was a moment where it looked like MS might have, like, you know, challenged for the mid. They got it about halfway. They got train station about halfway. But around the 20-minute mark, or the 20, well, what is that? Not 20 minute, the hour and 10-minute mark. That's when a spree just, you know, threw it in there and knocked them out 4-1 and just kind of coasted to the victory in the end. But anyway, yeah, you guys were right. 75% of you said GLOWS would take it, and they did. Impressive 5-0. I mean, not just win, but win in a you know, I mean, it's pretty close with steamroll. But anyway, what else we got? Pizza roll. Yeah, he's making comments. Too many south. Yeah. I'm gonna say, you know, maybe that's on the commander, or maybe it's on the squad leaders not listening to the commander. I don't know what was going on that 3AC side, but you know, whatever they didn't do, GLOWS definitely capitalized on it. I did happen to catch that airhead late. I was just so focused on the fourth port. I never thought that they would instantly get pushed off the map like they did, and you know, thank God I caught the very end, because they were already halfway capped. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, whatever it is you're doing. I got to go hit the gym still. And what else? Oh, yeah. Next week, well, there'll be fewer games. Obviously, Division 1 is finished, but there's a lot going on in Division 2. That's a very exciting division. And obviously 3 and 4 have a lot more games to go because they've got quite a few more teams playing in them. So they're going to go for probably another 3, potentially 4 weeks before APL wraps up for those divisions. But yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, I don't have anything else. That's it. I talked about all that good stuff. Yeah. Oh, the other thing that was cool, I forgot to mention, there's a thing called Explore mode. So you can now get in and get into the admin camera and just kind of like check the map out and stuff like that. I think that's a really good thing, especially for us creators where we don't have to remember a password, or if it got changed, then we have to hit up the server admins and, can you give us this so we can, check our settings or whatever we're trying to do. So that's cool. I like that feature as well. That's going to be coming, in 17.1. But other than that, guys, hey, if you enjoyed the stream, you like competitive Hell Let Loose, just do me the favor, hit the old like button, subscribe, notification bell. One more time, shout out to you, Nano Joe, for all the support, bro. Appreciate you so much, man. And I will hook you up, like I said, with that new DLC key, and hopefully you like it, and hopefully we're still playing this game, a few years from now, because I'm a little worried about those Steam numbers are not where they should be. They're probably the lowest they've been since this thing came out of, what was it? Since it came out of beta back in like July of 21. I was just checking numbers. I'm like, man, these numbers look pretty bad. So hopefully Team 17 recognizes they got to put the pedal to the metal and start putting more and more content out. And we get some of these players back, because I don't want this game to die. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.